Hola, friends! These next few clips are just going to be, well, all about me just shooting some of my black Viejo primer on the inside of the car body, the outside of the car body, the frame, as well as the hood. Here are some of the test spoons that I painted with the candy on gold, on bronze, and a few others. But you'll see the one coming up here, like not this one, but the next one here, where it starts to turn that root beer, and then the one right after it really is root beer. If somebody can please tell me what the heck is happening here, I'd appreciate it. Okay, campers, here I am. I am now getting ready to repair and clean the tires that I picked up from Iceman Collectibles. I love their stuff. I really, really do. These are the Mickey Thompson N5015s, and the others that you see down there, those are the 70 series 15s that I got, and I got them with a Krager rim. Okay, campers, now, you see here the axle itself is a little bit on the shy side. That's because I cut the ends of it off with the factory wheels, which actually made the wheels stick out quite a bit. So what I got here is this piece of hollow styrene that actually is perfect size for the axles, and you'll see they are going to fit perfectly on the inside of that hub. So, my plan is, I'm going to take and I'm going to cut the axles down to the pumpkin, and I'm going to replace the tubes. Before they started making axle ends, where you could buy them and weld them on, this is how we used to do it back in the day. We would take a long enough axle tube with the mounting on the end, and we would cut them and weld them in place onto the pumpkin. While I was trying to figure out a way how to hold these new tubes perfectly, I found out something interesting. I found out that toothpicks fit the inside of that area absolutely perfectly and fit into the tubes perfectly. So I'm just going to cut a couple of random lengths. I'm going to glue them on. I'm going to use the fast setting CVA glue, once again from Iceman. As with all of your CVA glues and everything, yeah, it'll get a little blocked up in the end. So, toothpick fit, that's all that matters. I left them long enough so that once they're all glued in place, I can trim them down to whatever size I need for this rear end. I am trying an experiment here. I haven't yet been able to find any company that makes a good Moroso pan. So, what I'm going to do is I found this pan from the original engine out of this Chevelle, was there, that the only problem is it had the hole through it for the axles. So, what I'm doing is I put 2 pieces of styrene on the backside, CVA, sorry about that, them together, and then am now taking my sprue goo, which is a little bit on the thick side, and I'm just filling those holes in. Did some cutting and trimming off camera. You can see what I did is there's a big hole there where the fuel tank used to go, and these lines right here are where the frame used to be. And I sanded down, sanded down, sanded down. Believe it or not, those indentations are in the plastic itself, And you're going to see what I'm going to do to close this up, because the way I'm going to have to cut this, you can kind of see the lines right there. Well, I've decided I'm going to go a different route, and well, you'll all see that when I go to cut it. These clips from the paint stand are the best things in the world. I'm not kidding you. Now, I'd already pre-cut and pre-trimmed the piece of styrene there, which is a pretty close to like almost 1/16 of an inch thick, a real stiff one, that I'm going to put on the bottom side. The reason I'm going to do that simply is because when I go to do my cutting, I want to be able to cut it flush. Otherwise, if I put it onto the inside of the frame area, well, there's going to be a gap I'm going to have to fill. I had cut out 3 really short videos there of me just trying to open up that dang bottle. I'm not kidding you. They were only about 30 seconds to a minute long, but still, come on now. Just a little final prep work for the underside of the hood so I can get ready to hit it once again with the Viejo flat black primer. I'm just showing you right here real quick about literally how wide these tires are going to be under this frame area. Everybody knows that frames were not built like that, not in the slightest little bit. I'm just trying to show you the general idea I got of how these are going to be placed in, once I get the frame all done. What I'm showing here is my idea and what I'm going to have to do and the areas where I'm going to be removing material. I mean, I am not kidding you. There's going to be quite a bit to have to remove. But once it's all said and done, I add the new styrene into it. It's going to be flawless from one side to the other. That rear frame section is actually really weak, so I'm going to add some sprue glue to it, and I totally forgot to record it, but here it is. And as always, my friends, I want to thank you all, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank each and every single one of you that watch these videos, and please don't forget, please like, please share, subscribe, ring that bell, and comment. Please comment. Thank you all.